streaming live. Full Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
Ladies and gentlemen, as your source for esports racing goes live, we get ready to set for the Gobbler 100 main event here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. But it gives me so much pride to throw this thing down trackside to our friend Kevin Denman and the group from Dirty Grass Soul with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, does it get better than that right there? Kevin Dedman and Dirty Grasso, the playing of our national anthem right here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. The Gobbler 100 is ready to go to post, and you've got the best of the business right here. Phil Lacasse, Todd Stanton alongside net controls, and I know after that anthem, Todd, there's a lot to live up to, but we have 24 of the best, $2,700 a purse on the line here tonight, $500 to win it. It's time for the Gobbler, man. Let's get this done.
Yeah, the Gobbler warm-up starting to come to end here. 100 laps will be the distance. 24 of the greatest drivers here in the Durst restocks here, ready to tackle the Volusia Speedway Parkville. And I am locked and loaded, ready here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thank you for everybody tuning in out there in YouTube, Twitch, and of course, Facebook Live. Man, I'm so emotional right now, Phil. Yeah, I just can't take it.
It's awesome. The anthem was just terrific. Got to thank those guys for doing that, and thank every one of you out there tuning in tonight with Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. If you guys have done so yet, do us a favor, like the link, share the link, let them all know 100 laps around the Volusia Speedway Park is about to get rolling. And Todd, let's do this old school style. Full velocity starting lineup for the Gobbler 100.
And your Royals Trucking starting lineup goes away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 13 machine, that's DJ Kolonowski and his dancing partner outside. Driving the Trash Panda Graphics number 10, that's Racing Jason Salter.
Row number 2 with the number 07, that is Howard Weaver, alongside the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series champion aboard car number 12, Alex Bergeron.
Inside row number 3, starting in the 5th starting position, driving the IRacingIFlag number 2, that's Dylan Hauser. And his dancing partner outside, driving the double 7, that's Jacob Fields.
Car number 80 rolls off 7th tonight, and of course that is Dylan Wilson, and alongside aboard car number 47, Lucas Chowning rolls off from P8.
Rolling off inside row number 5 in the 9th starting position, that's a natural one. The Cedar Grove number 84, that's E.J. Jones. And outside of him is the 42 of Cody Howard.
James Eden starts car number 52 out from position number 11 on the outside of car number 6 and car number 14, J.D. Brown.
Inside row number 7, that's the number 926, that's Bear Bishop, and Kevin Tedman aboard the number 5, rolling off in position at number 14.
Car number 79 rolls off 15th, that is Blake Murray, and he is parked next door to the number 63 of Jake Franke, who rolls off 16th.
Rolling off 17th to 311 to Justin Holton. His dancer brother outside, another Bulletproof Motorsports guy, the driver of the 09, Joshua Ely.
Middletown, New York brings us a driver, car number 77, Bobby Rafferty, and next door to him in car number 19, Garrett Eberge.
Inside row number 11 in the 21st starting position. That's the 111 of Kyle Moyer. And Larry Barber Jr. in the 54 rolls off 22nd.
23rd starter aboard car number 07. That is Davin Cardwell and shotgun on a 24-car field. In the number 1, the bulldozer, Alex Brewer, rolls off on the outside of row 12. 24 of the absolute best have survived. 120 cars ready to rock and roll, Todd, the Gobbler 100, buddy. Oh my, can't wait to get this thing started.
I can't ready to get rocking and rolling here. They are restacked. They are repacked. The best in online sim racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network on a turn number 4. Who's it gonna be to win the Gobbler 100 tonight?
He blew the voice out right there, but let's throw it down in turn number 1 and 2. Kolonowski, Salter, Weaver, Bergeron, Hauser going to be your top 5 on them. Turn number 2. They're still stacked up door to door to door, but it's DJ Kolonowski. He leads the field by 2 car lengths off turn 4.
DJ Kolonowski, your race leader, a little lightheaded right now, but Coward Weaver running in that second spot. Racing Jason Salter for the 3. 3 wide for the 4th spot.
3 wide for 4th off turn number 2. You got Bergeron there in the 112. Dylan Hauser's new car. He's rolling down low. That blue car down low. That is Dylan Wilson, number 80. Jacob Fields there as well. DJ continues to lead. They're going to string it out single file for the top 3. We're racing for 4th over in turn 1.
Yeah, Alex Bergeron looking to the bottom there. Dylan Hauser. Hauser in that number 2 machine. Working the middle groove, but Alex Bergeron down to the bottom, trying to pull up alongside him down the back straight away. Here in the turn number 3.
Turn number 3, we find him here single file. Still in the top 3. Bergeron still trying to fight alongside. In the low side from position number 4, looks like Hauser may have that preferred line up high. You wonder what this racetrack is going to do as far as progression early. You look right behind Dylan Wilson. He has jumped to the outside lane. He's got Lucas Chowning there. That is a good race for position number 6 over in turn 3.
Now a battle for the second spot. Heating up, racing Jason Salter down to the inside of Howard Weaver. Weaver right now has the notch, the advantage there, going down into turn number 1, but Salter really digging it down on the bottom, catfishing in the Trash Panda Graphics number 10.
He is digging down low, trying to give it to the number 13 of DJ Kolonowski. 2 guys who won their respective servers tonight qualifying. Here for the Gobbler 100, Kolonowski leading Salter, racing along for that second spot. He is one of the best alongside Howard Weaver, the guy who has won more races than anything else. Even from that moment of conception, Todd, that guy's been just missing greatness. It is Weaver versus Salter, door to door from turn number 3.
Yeah, great racing for that second spot. The IRacingIFlag number 07 of Howard Weaver still holding on there, just barely at the line over Salter. Salter battling back down to the inside, gets a little bit of an advantage through the corner on the bottom, but Howard Weaver able to stay in the throttle up on the top shelf of the speedway, getting a little bit more forward bite, but it looks like Salter got the advantage down into turn 3.
Salter's down low right now in the low end, but I'll wait to see how this racetrack is going to go. 100 laps around this joint, Todd. You realize it. We all know this track is going to go through some big changes right now. These big, heavy-powered, heavy, low-powered street stocks. They're going to motor through with the full fettered on, but look at DJ Kolonowski leading some of the best here. A field of 24. He has it by 2 car lengths. We continue off this second turn. Weaver holding on over Jason Salter. You got Dylan Hauser in the 2. He's looking to make things happen off into turn 1.
Yeah, Hauser now peeking down to the extreme bottom, trying to make it almost 3 wide. A battle for that second spot. Here comes Dylan Hauser way down to the bottom. 3 wide in between the sandwiches. Jason Salter. Salter holding on there. Oh, contact there. Hauser roughs up Salter just a tad bit there. I guess that's good old full fender frenzy there, Phil.
Sure is, Todd. I've kind of glanced myself back to the back part of the top 10. We find names like E.J. Jones, number 84, Cody Howard's 42, the 52 of James Edens. There's a good 3, now almost 4-car battle back there from looks like a racing for about, I would say, 8th, 9th, 10th. They are door to door, wheel to wheel, some of the best racing off turn number 4.
Yeah, taking a look back, we're getting away from the lead pack there. Now looking back, like you said, there's a look at Kevin Dedman working over the bottom. He's the past champion of the Gobbler, looking to make it 2 in a row here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Again, Kevin Dedman. And then number 5, we'll see what he's got there as these guys really running through the field. A lot of good racing as James Edens right now holding on. Here comes E.J. Jones to the top shelf of the speedway. Good battle for that nice spot.
Don't count out. We look back there. We see that number 5. Here comes Kevin Dedman into the fray as well. He's got things rolling in the outside lane. You look right behind him and you find the legs of J.D. Brown, number 14. Jake Fromke, number 63. That's a couple of guys having some really good runs here early. A dozen laps on the board. We've seen a lot of racing left to go. But DJ Kownowski, he has pulled this lead away to almost a full 3/4 of a second. He leads by 6/10 over Howard Weaver up turn 4.
Yeah, Weaver right now maintaining that second spot. Jason Salter still in a lockstep battle there with the two of Dylan Hauser. Hauser to the bottom, just can't get the forward bite off the corner. So Salter going to maintain the third spot. Hauser falls back in the line, single file amongst the top 4, now even the top 5. Here comes the 47 of Lucas Chowning. Down to the bottom, he's trying to challenge Alex Bergeron off of turn 2.
Sure is. Lucas going to put the 47 down low as we just gingerly walking over to turn number 3 and 4. Bergeron running the middle. Lucas trying to throw the 47 in down low, clean as a whistle. Doesn't have that drive off there. Bergeron going to continue to hold on to position 5 over in turn 1.
Yeah, Bergeron in the 112 machine holds on to position number 5. Lucas Chowning running in that 6th spot. Dylan Wilson right now in a pretty good battle there with the number 42, or the 007, excuse me, of Jacob Fields. A lot of dust out there on the speedway, really hampering some of my cameras, but the 007 of Jacob Fields keeps peeking down to the bottom there of Dylan Wilson. Wilson slams the door shut there and maintains that 7th spot.
Sure has, but I'm watching Jacob Field. That car has had a good look to it right now. The early stages looks like it's starting to kind of get himself into the racetrack as he starts to make time down low under Dylan Wilson. That's probably the best race on the speedway right now. That is for 6th and 7th off of turn number 4. Still chasing the race leader, which continues to be car number 13, DJ Kownowski. But Howard Weaver and Jason Salter, they continue to duke it out. Salter back to the left side in 3.
Yeah, Jason Salter peeking down to the bottom. The Trash Panda Graphics number 10, Dylan Hauser right there, knocking on the door too, Phil. Don't count out Hauser. And that number 2 machine, he's able to work the bottom, work the middle, and work the top as of right now. And that 2 machine able to gather it in. Last time by the quickest out of the top 4 was indeed Dylan Hauser with a 20.566.
Yeah, and he really is digging that number 2 car, so he'll shoot it down low into turn number 3 and 4. Dylan's a guy, we know he's going to whirl the talent. And I think he's the guy in the helmet that I think has learned over the years now. I've got so much speed, I just got to keep my head on me, put myself in position to win one of these things. Dylan Hauser, I think, an early favorite to win the Gobbler 100. He's to the low side of Server 2 qual winner Jason Salter. They're door-to-door for 3rd into turn 3.
Yeah, good battle going on. Oh, contact! Dylan Hauser into the side of the 10, but he allows him to gather back up. Hauser drops out for the number 10 of racing Jason Salter. A good move there by the number 2 machine, allowing Salter to maintain the 3rd spot. As now Hauser going to be 4th, but now here comes Alex Bergeron in that 112 machine. Lucas Chowning in the 47 keeps peeking down to the bottom of Bergeron.
That is 2 tremendous talents right there as well. We all know the documented talent of car number 12, Alex Bergeron, running in the 5th spot over in turn 1 and 2, but Lucas Chowning keeps peeking down to the inside. In car number 47, look right down the windshield. You see the 80 of Dylan Wilson behind. You got James Evans of 52, Jacob Fields of 007 back there. All single file, all throughout the top 15 to back here about 20th ton, all running the outside lane of the racetrack.
Yeah, those guys definitely running the outside of the track. We're watching Josh Healy here in the screen. You got Alex Brewer up on the top shelf of the Speedway 2, the 79 of Blake Murray. These are all battles 16th, 17th, 18th position. Just watching these guys, different lines. That number 63 machine, Jake in the 63 working over the bottom. He wasn't in our server, Phil, but definitely doing pretty good on the bottom compared to the 09 of Josh Healy. Barrett Bishop directly in front of those guys. Bishop right now holding on to 14th.
Sure is doing a good job out there, the 926. So just kind of watching who is going to make something happen down low. As a couple of guys now trying to change up their lane through 1 and 2. And the first down to the low side is Howard Weaver. That's no shock there. Weaver trying to make something happen up there for the race lead. Nobody so far have anything for DJ Kownowski. They stay single file. The starters stack up back here between Bergeron, Chowning, Wilson. That 3-car group is coming together now, almost 3 wide from 3 and 4.
Bergeron drifts up the track. No room for the 47 to Chowning. Chowning gets ousted out of the line there. It's a number 80 machine. Now down to the inside, Dylan Wilson trying to get around Lucas Chowning as Alex Bergeron able to hold on to the 5th spot, Phil. But great racing going on. More cars gathering in, including Jacob Fields.
Jacob Fields is there, but now we're 3 wide once again through 3 and 4 as Dylan Wilson's down low. Looks like the Chowning there are going to try to be the meat and the sandwich the 47. 3 wide, who will get fried down at number 1 and 2. Chowning slides up the hill. Oh, Wilson loses all the momentum down low. Bergeron going to run around. Here comes Jacob Fields at 007. He's in the top lane of Wilson over in 3.
Yeah, you're watching that battle going on, Phil. Now there's a battle for the 2nd spot. Salter now down to the bottom trying to make something happen on Howard Weaver. Weaver down to the bottom of the 13 of DJ Kownowski. 3-way battle for the race lead.
Three-way battle up front, a good old triple threat in the first one-quarter half of this race. 27 laps of 100 on the board. Gobbler 100 presented by IRacingIFlag.com, backing the blue here tonight, as we always do. We are 2 wide, 2 rows deep in the race lead. Konowski under heavy fire. Howard Weaver to the wrong side. Potentially a new race leader down the backstretch.
Yeah, Howard Weaver down to the inside there in the IRacingIFlag 07 machine, excuse me, down into turn number 3. Weaver trying to take advantage of the 13 and DJ Konowski's mistake there. Also, Dylan Hauser up to the top shelf of the speedway. Then you got the 10, a racing Jason Salter, who's fell back to the 4th spot. But don't count these guys out. Throw a blanket over him, Phil, on to turn 2.
Throw a blanket over him and throw a heated blanket over there. Racing is so hot right now. Konowski, Weaver, Salter in the mix there. In 3rd place car there is Dylan Hauser. The 2 is Salter has dropped back a little off the top 3. He dropped really off a little there. Continue to race it out really good. Alex Bergeron holding on for that 4th spot. He's got his mirror full of Lucas Chowning, who continues to pester him down low. But this race for the lead, it's still a good 3-car race. Very heated. Weaver and DJ Konowski door to door in turn 4.
Leading 30 laps in here so far. Coming up on 31 here at the start to the 07 of Howard Weaver, still working over the bottom side, catfishing. DJ Konowski in the middle groove. Then you got Dylan Hauser right there falling in the tire tracks of that number 13 machine. See if Howard Weaver has anything down the back straightaway here to turn number 3, still up alongside of him down into 3.
Perez is trying to make it happen down low. And just kind of watching this track kind of go through a revolution right now, I believe. Cars up high. I think the low side may start to come in. I think the top lane may begin to start going away from these drivers. And I believe that's where you're going to see stuff going 2, 3 wide. This 4-car race now up in the front. Jason Salter had a thought to make it up top there. 3, possibly 4 wide. Konowski slides up, a Weaver through the middle. Look at the run for Dylan Hauser. He's going to make things happen 3 wide off of 4.
And Dylan Hauser right now moving to the top shelf. We were inside the number 10, the racing Jason Salter's car there for a moment as he was seeing a great battle unfold in front of him. The 07 of Howard Weaver trapped down on the bottom. Hauser got something going there. The IRacingIFlag number 2 machine to the top shelf of the speedway. Great battle for that 2nd spot, Phil. Nobody's really given an inch so far.
Nobody's going to give an inch. I don't think nobody's going to take one at this point either, because Konowski leading the field. Weaver's continuing to stay door to door. Dylan Hauser's, I think, that wild card there in the middle of that black and yellow number 2. Runs to the 3rd spot, 2nd car up high, and I think if there's a chance to maybe shove it to the middle side, make a 3 wide run at DJ, he may do so, but they stay door to door. Weaver versus Hauser for the 2nd spot in turn 1.
Yeah, Weaver right now running the bottom. The only guy really pretty much running the bottom there in the 07 machine. You got to go where the guys aren't right now, Phil. And that's the good strategy that's going on. And Salter going way up to the top shelf of the speedway, trying to get that right rear right up next to that berm, Phil. The number 10 of Salter trying to find a way, maybe even around both these cars right directly in front of him.
Doing a really good job up there. As that race for 2nd been really good. I've been trying to kind of peek back here and talk, because you know us, I don't like staying up here to lead. There's good racing going on over the speedway. I want to find it, and I found some for the 9th spot between Cody Howard, Dylan Wilson, Kevin Dedman, the guy celebrating the anniversary out there on the racetrack. The number 5, EJ Jones back there, DJ Brown, Bear Bishop, Josh Healy. All stuff happening inside the top 15, but we got to keep all the attention up to the race lead, because it may break up there at any moment.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen here. Got to pay attention as the 07 of Howard Weaver still working the bottom here. Hauser still up top there in the number 2 machine, and the guy that has caught everybody though, Phil, is Alex Bergeron in the 112 machine right there directly behind these guys. The top 4 no longer running away and hiding. Bergeron has caught them. Same way with the 47 of Lucas Chowning.
Lucas Chowning on the 47, a really good run early on, and can the 47 make something happen? As we're approaching halfway, already caught 39 laps of 100 going on the board, and it has been a story up front of all DJ Konowski. One server number 1, picks up a quick time over there. That server was fastest car there, but now he's got the likes of Weaver and Hauser. Jason Salter, who has shown a tremendous amount of speed in the trash pit at number 10. One of the best, if not the best, street stock racer out there. Runs that 4th spot. Alex Bergeron. We know the talent there. Look at Jacob Fields. He's to the low side of Lucas Chowning. There's good racing all over the top off of the top 10.
Yeah, definitely don't want to give up on any one of these drivers. A great talent, 24 cars throughout the field so far. We complete lap number 41 of 100. It's DJ Konowski leading so far 39 laps of those, Phil. The number 2 of Dylan Hauser still in a good battle there with the 07 of Howard Weaver. Weaver's still peeking down to the bottom. He's trying to make that work, Phil. He's not going away.
Oh, he's not going to go away. You know Howard Weaver, that guy is not going to quit whatsoever. Uncle Ronnie would not let him because, oh, quitters for whatever. I don't know. Uncle Ronnie, help me out. I know you're out there watching, brother, out Facebook Live chat. I know somebody of you are. If you guys are, and if you know anybody not watching this right now, like, I'm going to think you got to share it to them because it don't get no better than this here at the Volusia Speedway Park. The Gobbler 100, now 42 laps. Old DJ Kownowski continuing to lead this race for second between Weaver, Hauser, Salter. Now Lucas Chowning, he throws himself in the mix for a slide job. Here comes Bergeron back to the bottom.
Yeah, great slide job by the 47 of Lucas Chowning. Wasn't able to make a stick. Bergeron now back down to the inside, battle for the fifth spot there. Heating up, almost a little bit of contact there, but they push up the track. Bergeron back to fifth. But Howard Weaver still working over the bottom there, trying to fight out with Dylan Hauser there, Phil. Man, it's been a great race up front so far.
It really has, but you're seeing the slider line really starting to throw its way in there now as Bergeron and Chowning going at it. I think Dylan Hauser may have studied that. I know Howard Weaver has probably seen that as well. Wonder how that's going to play out here for the middle part of the stage. 44 laps to 100 on the board. DJ Kownowski has led every lap, but can he lead the big one? Walk away with a $500 payday tonight for winning the Gobbler. Weaver and Hauser, they're still door-to-door for second. I'm trying to peek back here from the back part of the top 10. It's just so dang good up here up front.
Yeah, just everybody around here, pretty much single file there, Phil. 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. Those guys stay maintaining single file, but back up front, these guys been racing pretty hard. Don't want to leave them because the 10 of racing Jason Salter was trying to make something happen up through the middle of the 07 of Howard and the number 2 of Dylan Hauser. Wasn't able to do anything that time by, but here comes Howard Weaver back down to the inside, trying to fight with DJ Kownowski in that number 13 machine.
He sure is, and trying to do it there to the low side through the exit of turn number 2, but DJ gets to run up high. 07, you can almost see Todd through the middle of the corner of the car, Connor wanted to lurch forward. Looks like there's a little bit of a rut developing here in the low side of 2. See the car's kind of bottoming out. You got to imagine it's losing, you know, even on the dirt, you're losing some speed if that car's bottoming out soon.
Yeah, definitely got to lose a little bit of speed there. The 07 of Howard Weaver now drifts up the track a little bit off the bottom. There's a 10 to race and Jason Salter right there knocking on the door. He did pull a little bit of a high move there, Phil, trying to use the momentum maybe from the banking in that number 10 machine, trying to find something a little bit different than the guys in front of him. James Eaton's down in the 52 machine, way down to the bottom, Phil, and behind these guys. So James Eaton's starting to come up too.
He really is. So I'm watching that group back there. So I like to put my camera on the back part of the top 10 and let him kind of ride back there. And James Eaton's a guy who is really getting it done down low. Him and Jacob Fields back there. Cody Howard's back there. Kevin Dedman. Dylan Wilson has dropped on the outside of the top 10 now, back to the 11th spot. That's a pretty dang good name now outside the top 10. But yeah, you didn't say it. James Eaton was looking at finding something down low. Now he's stuck back up high. It's Cody Howard's red and black, number 42. He's to the low side of a door-to-door battle for 8th over 3.
Yeah, you keep watching that, Phil. Now Howard Weaver up alongside the 13 machine of DJ Kownowski. Kownowski right now in the top spot. Here comes the 07 of Howard back down to the bottom, side by side, and almost 4 wide there, Phil. They could have split the difference there. But Howard Weaver right now battling for that top spot with the 13 of DJ Kownowski. Kownowski goes way up the track. Howard Weaver, the door left wide open.
They just don't want us to stop talking about him, do they?
Yellow!
But I guess we're going to have to, because we have a yellow flag on the speedway just past halfway. First yellow flag of the night, head of a record service caution flag, number 1 on lap number 52. We'll put the capable fingers of Todd Stanton back to work and show us off a BladeNode.com full velocity history. BladeNode, simple web solutions powered by nerds, a VPS server, dedicated server, or maybe something as small as a big-time web host for your great website out there. Look no further than BladeNode.com as we are under yellow. And Todd, I heard the word tire. That's never a good thing.
Yeah, the 31 into the tire rather hard there is the 311, I should say, Justin Hull around as he gets the inside opening there. And Uke Tire might have had a little help there. The 07 of Davin Cardwell may have pinched him down just a tad bit, but it was a good race going on there. But the Uke Tire won, made him spin around in a circle, keep it going right there directly in front of the leaders, man. That was close.
All right, so I have to say, if there's a better time to solve the argument or stir up the conversation, rile it up, you see the Uke Tire right there. Now, for the 400-plus people out there watching live, either Facebook Live or YouTube or Twitch, Uke Tire, do they belong in this silly sport or get rid of them? I am rid of them. I think a wall will work. I think if you put a wall there, you'll keep them from where they're not supposed to be. They keep people out. They'll keep the race cars where they're going to be. You put a tire there, you get stuck like that. You get spun around, and you slow the field down, and you ruin a really good 52-lap green flag run. Join Team Phil's revolution now on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Hashtag Team Phil in the chat.
Hashtag communist.
Oh, this is a communist.
Communist. He doesn't like the new tires. Fair rights.
They're terrible. They're terrible. They tear up silly race cars. You get stuck on them. People piling behind you.
Yes, you are correct, Katie. Keep them there. Woo!
Oh, Katie, I love you, girl, but no, we got a disagree right there. But now let's get back to racing. I'm going to soak on that one for a bit.
Oh, man, what
Okay,
a bot start that was. Around goes Jacob Fields in the 007 machine, but Howard Weaver to the race lead. Salter in the 13 make contact over there, Phil.
Salter up in the outside wall, number 10 car, but keeps it rolling. But a new race leader off of turn number 4. Weaver Nation going to the race lead, the number 07. Now in race on second spot. Alex Bergeron and Dylan Hauser. That's a door-to-door race for second. We're 3 now, almost 4 wide for third down the back chute.
Yeah, I know DJ Kolonowski trapped in the middle there. James Eaton way up on the top shelf of the speedway. Also, Eaton's really starting to let her dig down there, or up there, I should say. Man, what a fantastic race. Salter got mixed up in that too, Phil. That drop kicked him all the way back to the 8th spot there in that number 10 machine.
All right, I got to thank old buddy AJ Sideways out there. Get rid of the tires. At least somebody has a clue out there. Love you, Katie, but, you know, I'm never going to come to the new tire revolution over there. Don't understand what their use are. I've seen Todd flag behind him. I don't think a tire is going to save a car from flying at him. I think this is going to happen. But DJ Konowski, Todd, a guy who won the first 50 laps, he has to come anymore. He's got James Edens, Lucas Chowning, and a host of cars over there just pouncing on that 13 over in turn 3.
Yeah, host of cars pouncing on him, and man, what a fantastic race going on from 4th on back. It's Howard Weaver up front there with Dylan Hauser for 2, Alex Bergeron for 3. Then you got DJ Kolonowski running in that 4th spot, James Edens running 5th. Lucas Chowning now down to the bottom. Kevin Dedman, Phil, up to the 6th spot, so good run for Kevin Dedman in that number 5 machine.
I'm hoping if we get Dedman in victory lane, he will break into song down there, and maybe a happy anniversary song for the wife out there. Happy anniversary, Kevin Dedman. Great to see on the racetrack. I said, I hope 10 years down the road, his wife ain't giving her grief. We're out there racing in the video game here on his anniversary. But we'll
it's a simulation, not a video game, Phil. Get it correct. Simulation.
Yeah.
Simulation. Not a video game.
We're racing, but we're yellow now. We're going to simulate going slow now.
A yellow flag out in the air here. The Hanover Wreck Service yellow flag coming out. Not sure who was involved in that one. We'll get to work here to get you guys a BladeNote.com instant replay.
All right, go back and take a look. I think Davin Cardwell may have got turned around in this one, and I'm not sure if it was off a little bit of help from the Alex Bergeron. But one, I think it was up there around tough and tough from where I'm sitting. I just want to put time to work there with BladeNote.com. Full velocity instant replay. Remember BladeNote.com now. Use promo code BLADE10. Get 10% off your first monthly subscription over there. Once again, that's BladeNote.com. Todd, what you find for the replay?
Still looking right now, Phil. Cannot find anybody. Gavin Cardwell, the 07 machine up. Now, we know what brought out the yellow flag. When you come to stop on a track, when you come to a stop on the track and exit out, it causes a yellow flag.
Boo!
Yeah, that's one of those yellow flags at the dirt tracks. The fans boo.
Yeah, I'm booing. I don't care. Asphalt, pavement, you're booing. No free lucky passes there. Davin Cardwell. See ya.
Yeah, definitely stopping in the middle of the track. That's a flat tire syndrome too, Phil. You know, you stop in the middle of the track. Oh, I got a flat right rear tire. I want those courtesy laps when I go down Pepper Road. That's one of those calls. Yeah.
How many times have you ever seen a guy spin out, kill the car, try to make the starter look like can't
saying
start
out of fuel?
Yellow for me.
So David Cardwell saying out of fuel.
Car starts.
David Cardwell saying he was out of fuel.
Out of fuel, really? Somebody got to be fired. Was Hayden putting the fuel in? It was like a 15 Cardinals over there. Who was responsible for the fuel? You screwed Davin. He was having a good run, too.
Yeah, David, we don't know up here in the announcer's booth what's going on as far as that goes. So, again, we don't know when they're going to run out of fuel here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'll keep that to the drivers to be responsible for their setups. There's IRacingIFlag, great flags in the air.
Green flag returns to the speedway on lap number 64, almost 2/3 of the way home already in the Gobbler 100 at the Volusia Speedway Park. Howard Weaver leading Dylan Hauser, Alex Bergeron, DJ Konowski, James Edens has that 52 rolling. He's up in the top 5, 2 wide off the 4.
Yeah, 2 wide, doing a fantastic job right now. But Howard Weaver able to hold on to the top spot. The 112 machine of Bergeron back down to the bottom here. Hub sucking, whatever you want to call it, catfishing down to the bottom. Side by side battle for the second spot. Meanwhile, right directly behind them, it's DJ Kolonowski. Then you got James Edens, Kevin Dedman. Those guys all grouped together. They were almost 3 wide there for a moment.
They were 3 wide there for a brief moment. They were 4 wide, a little bit further behind them, and somebody almost kissed the opening of the inside wall off of turn number 4, but they somehow got that thing down and out. Howard Weaver continuing to lead. But this race for second, maybe not the best race on the racetrack, but most prestigious right now. Hauser versus Bergeron for second on the 4.
Yeah, Bergeron has a fast beast there in the 112 machine. Last time by was a little bit quicker there than Dylan Hauser. Hauser right now at 21.012 to Dylan Hauser, so Alex Bergeron's 20.962 last time by. So those guys really fighting it there. Here comes Kevin Dedman making a 3 wide. That's a battle for the 4th spot there with a 13 machine of DJ Kolonowski and James Edens. Those guys looks like they single file out for a tad bit. That's not going to last very long, Phil, because we are getting on the close here of 100 laps.
You got to imagine they're going to be starting to feel that anxiety here soon as we're going to put 69 laps on the board this time around, and Howard Weaver is under assault for the race lead because Dylan Hauser's number 2 car. He is slugging elbow down there, maybe now a super kick party at number 1. Hauser versus Weaver for the race lead off of 2.
Yeah, Weaver right now running the middle group in the IRacingIFlag number 07 machine. Dylan Hauser also right there in the extreme middle trying to get around Howard Weaver. Right now, Weaver able to hold on to the top spot off of turn number 4. The forward bite looks like it's going to go to Howard Weaver so far. But Dylan Hauser not going away, indeed faster last time by was the number 2 of Dylan Hauser, Alex Bergeron, way down to the bottom. Some more grip for the 112 machine. He's going to make a 3 wide for the race lead.
3 wide briefly, but I'm not sure if enough room to put that race car.
Oh, no, it's staying 3 wide.
They do. Oh, he almost kissed that off turn number 4 there in the opening, but Bergeron trying to make it happen on the low side. And let the pictures tell a story here of a really good race going on in the Gobbler 100. And I can say, looking over to the Facebook live chat, I think Zachary DeLong may be our best friend right now. He says the winner is buying beer for all.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in too. I'm in. Definitely in. Lots of beer for all. Winner.
Like it. It's been a long night, been a fun night. 10:30 p.m. Eastern time out here. We were on the pre-race show a couple of hours ago. Seen some really good racing here at Volusia, and it is time to pay out the money. 72 laps going to be complete this time by, under 30 laps remaining in regulation of the Gobbler 100, because we could see overtime, and this is 2 of the best up front. Howard Weaver, Dylan Hauser, Alex Bergeron, DJ Kolonowski, Kevin Dedman, the Dirty Grass Soul number 5 on the top 5 and looking for more. He's under DJ over in turn 3.
Yeah, looking underneath DJ Kalinowski there in the number 13 machine, a battle for the 4th spot. Another guy that's coming back up through the field there, Phil, the 926 of Barrett Bishop, too. Been watching those guys fight it up here. I think they're going to gather with these guys that are amongst the top 6 here rather soon. There's a lot of strong cars there being headed up by Lucas Chowning. But Dylan Hauser back down to the inside, trying to get around Howard Weaver. Weaver right now holding on to the top spot, side by side off of turn number 2. Hauser's right there alongside of him. Imaginary door handle down into turn number 1.
Man, you look at these guys going wheel to wheel. They are now, think about it, Todd, 75 laps into the main event. Weaver is up high. Hauser is down low. Which lane do you want to be in here in these closing 25 laps to make your car go around quicker?
I don't know, Phil. This is one of my favorite tracks out there in the iRacing simulation. It actually is my favorite track here. And I don't know even where to run right now. I've never ran a 75-lap race, let alone I had a hard time running a 30-lap race here. I don't know where you want to be. I really don't. Everybody's everywhere right now.
I ran about 7 laps of practice a couple of days ago and thought I ran about 100. I'm not sure how these guys do it for the caliber of talent they do for as long as they do it. But, man, that is why I'm such a fan of what they do. And hope it comes out in the presentation of this one here tonight. We are seeing a doozy at the Volusia Speedway Park. Howard Weaver, Dylan Hauser continue to duke it out for the race lead. DJ Kolonowski, Alex Bergeron. That's 2 of the really good young lions. Door to door for 3rd off of 4.
Yeah, door to door off of turn number 4. You got the number 112 of Alex Bergeron back down to the bottom there. DJ Kolonowski Here comes Kevin Dedman, too, way down to the bottom on James Edens. These guys fighting pretty good here for the 4th and 5th spot. Meanwhile, up for the race lead, Alex Bergeron trying way down to the bottom again. They're side by side. You got 1st and 2nd side by side, 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th, Bill.
And this is pretty awesome to watch. They're getting closer and closer together, and I think it's going to be anybody's game. You see that second group led by Lucas Chowning back there, Barrett Bishop. They're beginning to reel in this lead group just ever a little bit, so slightly, so they continue to race it up and go over here. Maybe 2, some 3 wide. Do not count out this second group back here with Chowning and Bishop, the rest of the group. They're running down that top 6.
Yeah, they definitely are running down the top 6. Dylan Hauser, Howard Weaver, the 13. I mean, you can't count any of these drivers. These drivers are lightning fast here. They're 24 of the best 3-stock drivers out there here tonight. Oh, contact there. Hauser a little bit sideways crossed up there. That's a huge mistake for that number 2 machine.
Oh, sure is. It almost made a big catastrophe off the 4th turn. And Bergeron almost got pitched to the inside wall. Edens gets a little bit roughed up out of shape there from Dedman as those guys were throwing haymakers now, Todd. And why not? We're past 80 laps in the books. 81 going to be up on the board. We're 20 laps remaining the Gobbler. So far, so good. Howard Weaver, he'll lead the field off of 4.
Yeah, they're wanting to know our pick out there, Phil. I'm not so sure. I really can't pick anybody right now. Can I pick the field? Please let me pick the field, Team VLR.
Where are they asking for a pick? On Facebook?
Yeah, they are. Team VLR is. But
Team VLR.
Yep, Team VLR wants to know who the pick is.
All right, I'll make the first official pick because, let's face it, I'll throw it out there. And if I get a picker right now, how about the driver of the number 12 car, Alex Bergeron, a guy, I'm such a fan of this kid. World of Outlaw Sprint Car Champion in iRacing. Kid that's won a lot of races, and the future ahead of him is just so bright. I'm going to peg Alex Bergeron to be victory lane.
You know, I'd like to go with my sponsored cars, or one of the cars that I normally broadcast with, but man, oh man, the 07 just too fast, I think, tonight.
Of course, Sally picks the front runner up there up front. That's a good pick because I think he's going to challenge right now. Probably number 2 of Dylan Hauser, who has found his way to the low side. Weaver continues to lead off of 4.
Yeah, Howard Weaver in the 07 machine running in the top spot. 2nd, Dylan Hauser. 3rd, DJ Kalinowski. Kalinowski definitely rebounded really well there. And that number 13 machine able to run his way back up to the 3rd spot. Alex Bergeron still peeking down to the bottom there in the 112 machine, trying to get around James Edens. And then there's Kevin Dedman right there in that 6th spot, but they're coming off of turn number 4. It's still Howard Weaver, 15 to go at the line.
15 laps remaining, and Todd, the yellow flags here have been minimal tonight. I kind of question now who put the right amount of fuel to make it here. Anybody can run this thing lean? You're not trying to make these cars light on set for the street stock, are you?
I don't know, Phil. That's going to be that's an interesting question. The 926 of Barrett Bishop now moves into 7th, Phil. Able to get around the number 47 of Lucas Chowning, so now he's going to try to set sail for this top 6. 14 laps remain.
14 laps remaining, and it's starting to get racy up here through the middle. James Edens, Kevin Dedman, Alex Bergeron, back part of the top 6. They're leaning on each other. We're leaning on each other. The race lead. Weaver versus Hauser. Looks like Donnie versus Kale off of 4.
Yeah, Hauser down to the bottom there, able to save it there as contact being made. The 13 of DJ Kalinowski right there, too. He's waiting for those guys to make a mistake, but they're pitching them up the track a little bit. These guys making a 3 and 4 wide down the back straightaway.
And this is pretty awesome right now. You think there's a bag of pizza rolls on the line. Oh, wait, there's $500 on there? That's a lot of pizza rolls. That's a party. Down the racetrack.
3 wide.
4 wide
Dedman.
off of 4. Dedman down low. 4 wide. Him and Edens door to door. Kalinowski get by 3 wide. 5, 6 cars deep. And that blue and black number 926, Todd, he's starting to creep into the picture.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Kevin Dedman in that number 5 machine making a 3 wide way down to the bottom. Hauser now drifts up the track there into Howard Weaver just a tad bit again. Those guys fighting tooth and nail. Oh, some more contact being made between Hauser and Weaver through the corner there. I think Hauser got him a little bit more that time. Dylan Hauser to the race lead.
That was a half a set right there. Hauser to the side of Weaver. I think Weaver, knowing the veteran he is, that Dylan was going to make that move down there. 10 laps remaining. 2 car out to clean air. They're 3 wide for 2nd. Dedman to the bottom, looking for that run spot. The defending champion going for 2 in a row, and the Gobbler off of 2.
Yeah, Dedman now moves up to the 3rd spot there. The number 5 machine now fighting for the 2nd spot. Here comes Bergeron into the fray.
Bergeron on the front track.
Oh, Dedman around.
Contacted, and Dedman goes around.
He saves it.
And they somehow get it straight. But, man, that's 2 really fast cars together. Bergeron versus Dedman. Their chance to win just go up in smoke.
Yeah, it's going to be rather difficult now, Howard Weaver back to the 4th spot. So Hauser, your race leader, look at the 926 up to 5th. Barrett Bishop there. What a great run there in the Full Velocity Racing Network sponsored car. It's great for Barrett to be in the 5th spot.
How about that, Colors? That FDR red number 926
Beautiful.
now up in
JP
the 5th spot.
Designs.
JP Designs, so one hell of a wrap together, John. That's beautiful. Love seeing the Colors. Barrett giving it a hell of a ride, but can anybody run down Dylan Hauser? Not this time by 93 laps complete, 3 car lengths advantage. Can Dylan Hauser etch his name in history? So far, so good heading to turn 1.
Yeah, Dylan Hauser trying to pick up the race win there. The IRacingIFlag number 2 machine down through corners 1 and off a turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Hauser out to a pretty good advantage last time by. Definitely the fastest up the top 5 right now is Hauser in that number 2 machine as these guys fight tooth and nail for 2nd, 3rd, 4th position right now, Phil, down the front straightaway.
Sure are. But you're going to think Dylan Hauser looking in the rearview mirror saying, go ahead, guys, race it up 3 wide. I'll continue to hit my marks, and I will pull away and win the Gobbler 100. He's got 5 more laps trying to do it. Weaver going to take a look to the low side of Konowski. Edens up high. 3 wide for 2nd off of 4.
3 wide for 2nd. 5 laps remain here around the Volusia Speedway Park. The IRacingIFlag Gobbler 100 back to blue here tonight. 5 laps. What excitement we've had here at the Volusia Raceway Park. And I tell you, Dylan Hauser leading the charge down the back straightaway. James Edens running in that 2nd spot. DJ Kalinowski running 3rd. 4th is Howard Weaver. 5th is still Barrett Bishop. These guys still fighting it out, but I mean, Hauser is loving the battle going on behind him.
You gotta think he is. He got that car up front at the right time, and now it's up to the number 52 of James Edens. Maybe he is the best challenger to chase down that number 2. Hauser gonna lead the field. 4 car lengths by over to turn 3 and 4. Edens slides it through the middle. Konowski is there. Weaver with 1 more shot down low. 4 to go at the line.
Yeah, there's going to be 3 to go now, Phil, at the line. It's the number 2 of Dylan Hauser. The 52 of James Edens still running in that 2nd spot. A lot of guys calling for yellow flag out there in the chat box. They want to see this race go green-white checkered here. But here we go down through 3 and 4. Popsicle sticks in the air off a turn at number 4.
I'll call strawberry on that one if I can with 2 laps remaining. Dylan Hauser with 1 mile separating himself from immortality, a $5 payday, and a checkered flag in the Gobbler 100. He is a lap and a half away into 3 and 4. Todd, 1 flag in the air.
White flag in the air here as they come across the start-finish line. Can Dylan Hauser hang on over James Edens? Now Howard Weaver into the side of the 13 of DJ Kalinowski. Those guys had a great battle there in their heat race, in their feature event, I should say. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Into turn number 3. It's been Dylan Hauser here the last 5 laps. He's going to take down the victory of the Gobbler 100 off of turn number 4. Dylan Hauser in the number 2 machine.
Dylan Hauser taking down the win of the Gobbler 100. James Edens going to finish up 2nd. 3rd will be to Howard Weaver. 4th for DJ Konowski. 5th to the 926 of Barrett Bishop. Alex Bergeron will finish 6th. Lucas Chowning for 7th. Kevin Dedman 8th. Grayson Jason Salter 9th. J.D. Brown, a very quiet but a solid top 10 run. Josh Ely will finish 11th. Cody Howard 12th. Larry Barber Jr. 13th. Kyle Moyer 14th. Justin Holt the top 15. Alex Brewer from 24th up to 16th. Bobby Rafferty 17th. Garrett Niebershake 18th. Jacob Fields 19th. EJ Jones will finish 20th. 21st to Dylan Wilson. 22nd Blake Murray. Jake Fromke 23rd. And David Cardwell running out our 24 car field. It is Dylan Hauser, tonight's big winner. We'll talk to him. We'll talk about top 3. We'll dish out some awards for the Hard Charger Award. We'll get a lot to cover. It's on the post-race show next, presented by BladeNode.com. Todd.
As we get ready to go to that post-race show, we got a lot of viewers out there. We're going to introduce the video of the 3.5 screen there for the pit board here from IRacingIFlag.
4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to pit road. Park it for 2 laps.
get them ready. We're pitting this time, Here we come. You're all good out the back.
I don't know what deal is. Still running? Yeah, but it ain't good. Check your gauges. I'm checking the gauges. It ain't running. Yep, it's coming apart. Right here.
Right here. Turn it nice and smooth. Whoa. What the
That's the
Back it up, nice and smooth. Get him in the box. Back him up. Get the away with the hose.
screaming at me is not helping me get stuff. The vibration in this car is the worst vibration that I've ever had. You guys get the tires tight. Huge vibration. Bring it to it. The left side. The fast who get paid, and it's the fast who get laid.
All right, back here live on the post-race show, the Gobbler 100, presented by IRacingIFlag.com, backing the blue here tonight. Thank you so much to our buddy Jeff Brown for putting this terrific event together, the team at Team VLR for putting together one of the crown jewels of this one here in 2019. We'll go to the driver of car number 2, Dylan Hauser. We'll talk to him in victory lane, and we'll walk a bit further down here and talk to our second and third place runners. And first up will be the driver of the number 07, Howard Weaver, grabbing a third place run of the Gobbler 100. Howard, for a little while, buddy, I thought it was your race to win. You and Hauser are a little disagreement of space over there in 3 and 4. Anything you think you would have did differently to hold on to that spot?
There's not much you can do in these cars because there's a draft with them. So if you're in the lead, it's almost impossible to pull away from the field. So I mean, I was doing all I could to hang on, and the only way he was going to pass me was if we got together and we kind of locked tires there. So there wasn't much more I think I could do, but I gave it my best. It was good to be running up there at least.
Absolutely right. Well, Howard, a terrific job. Tell us about the way the racetrack kind of went through here and how the transition from the groove from topping off, the top slicking off to the way these cars, these low-powered street stocks versus the way they handle with versus their high-powered counterparts of the late models. How do all those elements here play off and change over the course of 100 laps?
Yeah, I adapted to these cars really well. Like the first time I ran them after they updated them, I won, and I didn't know really what I was doing. So I don't know, they're like a natural fit for me. But early on, I kind of got pinned down to the bottom, and everyone else was running up top, working together. But it seemed like I was staying pretty steady right there, first, second, and third on the bottom. So I was actually hanging pretty well. And then eventually the top kept pushing up further and further. And then I was really getting a run on the bottom at that point. And the caution finally came out, and I just happened to be a fraction of a second ahead of DJ, which was the opposite of our prelim feature. So at that point, the bottom started coming in, and it pretty much stayed in the rest of the way. So it changed a lot, and the slicker it got, the more comfortable I was. So I was glad that we had those long green runs to let it slicken up.
Sure did. Well, that was a lot of fun to watch, Howard. A class act all the way around. Weaver Nation always following you in a big way, man. Let me give you the microphone one more time. No, my vocal cords are shot. This was an awesome race, and by you and all everybody out there, Howard. This is a lot of fun. I got to imagine, got to feel really good after coming up for an event like this. Terrific job, man. Give all the supporters out there a shout out.
Yeah, I feel good. I would have felt better if it was only a 75-lap race and I would have won. But it was good just to run up front because, like, I really haven't been racing at all, really. And I don't know how much I'm going to be racing after this. So it was good to be competitive with a lot of fast guys. Wish we didn't get together there, but I think it was 50-50, part my fault and part Hauser, just a racing deal. But yeah, I gotta thank IRacingIFlag, DLR, you guys for the coverage. But yeah, definitely IRacingIFlag, Jeff Brown over there. He's a great guy, and he's the only reason I even raced this. And I gotta thank Evan C again for the setup. That thing was freaking fast, and congratulations to Hauser on the win.
Certainly was a great race. So, ladies and gentlemen, car number 07, Howard Weaver. I'll tell you what, be careful with that talk of early retirement and slowing down a little bit, because a guy like Jeff Brown will always get you back in somehow, some way, and I'm hoping he does, because this guy right here, one of the classiest acts, one of the best interviews in all of sim racing. Howard Weaver aboard number 07, finishing up second here. And third tonight, we'll walk further down here and talk to not only the runner-up finisher here tonight, but winner of a D1RT Hard Charger Award aboard car number 52, James Edens. James, you gave that thing one hell of a ride for 100 laps, a second-place run. God, there's a lot of competition out there, man. Tell us about your drive through the field.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a long 100 laps. I was starting to get a little tired there at the end. But yeah, everyone, these cars are so close. Everyone was really the same speed. It was just all about, picking the right spot at the right time when those guys would make mistakes or get into each other a little bit, and kind of pick my spots where I wanted to be when I wanted to be there. And sadly, I think I was a little too patient, maybe, because those last couple laps, once I got in a second, we gained about 2/10 on Hauser there. I definitely felt like we had a car that was a little better, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, man. I would kill for the run you just had right there, man. I got to tell you what, but you say too patient too early. Now, talk about 100 laps here in a street stock. A lot of you guys, let's face it, I see a lot of you guys out there super late modeling and modified racing. Lower power street stocks are heavier. They're obviously slower. Does that give you even more of a workout over the course of 100 laps? Do you feel any different jumping on one of these cars than you do after like a super late model after a long distance event?
No, not really, actually. I mean, once the super late models, the tracks blow off like that, they're kind of slow too. So, you're kind of about the same pace the whole time. It's just, 100 laps is a long time. I think, you got to realize that, and kind of, the first half of the race, I was just kind of riding and, not pushing anything, not pushing the car or myself, because, I'll tell you what, I was working up a sweat there the last 10 laps for sure.
Well, James did one heck of a job there, that number 52, driving through the field, not only the D1RT Hard Charger, but runner-up finisher in the Gobbler 100, a $300 cool payday for you right before Christmas. Who does not like that, brother? Terrific job by you. Full Velocity Racing Network, as usual. Facebook Live, all over the place. YouTube, Twitch TV. Good to hear your voice again, James. Terrific run. Anybody out there you want to say hello to or thank? Supporters, friends, family? Take it away. Floor's yours there, bud.
Yeah, I just, I gotta thank all the Speed Lab guys. They got a good setup under me. Normally I'm the one building the setups, at least for the sprint car stuff. So it was nice to be on the other hand of just getting one that was good, and I just went out there and ran it. And, so big shout out to those guys, and then all the sponsors over on Speed Lab. And then D1RT for the Hard Charger, IRacingIFlag for sponsoring this event. VLR for taking it on. It's a big deal. You guys for covering it. Just everyone that makes it happen. It's a fun time.
Certainly was. We had a blast doing it, folks. This guy right here, class act. Love seeing the 52 out there. James Edens takes a second place run in the Gobbler 100. So it's not only that top, but the coolness there of the D1RT Hard Charger Award. Terrific job by the driver of car number 52, James Edens, a second place run. But we've got some other stuff to dish out there, Todd. We're going to throw it on you to BladeNote.com Victory Lane to talk to tonight's race winner aboard car number 2. And, of course, that's Dylan Hauser.
Yeah, down here in victory lane with the driver of the number 2, Dylan Hauser, taking down a $500 payday here tonight. A great race between you and Howard Weaver here tonight, Dylan. A fantastic showing here for that number 2 machine. Tell us about your race, and man, you got to be tired after 100 laps of that.
That is the longest race I've ever been a part of in iRacing. So, yeah, you know, I knew it was going to be a tough race going into it. In the qualifying server, we qualified P2, and you know, I took the lead early in that server there, and just counted the bottom, came in, and DJ got a good run. Then we settled in the third there, and went to the main server just looking to get a top 5. And then, man, everything just started lining up. And about like 20 laps in, I'm like, man, we got a shot to win this thing. So I just stayed calm. You know, the first 50, I was just trying to follow DJ and just play my cards right. And then we got that yellow at lap 54, and then I was like, all right, it's time to put the wood down. And then, man, I could not get around Howard, and he ran a really good race, and he was so hard to pass. I could get him in 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 he just drive around the outside of me. So I don't know if it was his gear or what it was. Maybe the track was that racy, but it was just, we ran side by side for so long. And man, even Howard before that race, that yellow, we ran side by side.
Yeah, it was definitely a great race there for you, Dylan. You and Howard going neck and neck there, lap after lap after lap. Even DJ Kalinowski right there, too. He had a fantastic run just off the podium there in that 4th spot. But I did bring a special guest down here to Victory Lane with me, Jeff Brown from IRacingIFlag. He wanted to say a few things to you there, Dylan.
Hey, Dylan. It's Jeff here from IRacingIFlag. Hey, what a great race. So happy for you. I know how hard you practice for this, and I just want to say congratulations. Great clean race, man, and so happy you're running that logo on the car, and thanks for bringing us to Victory Lane, man. Good job to you.
Thank you, and thanks for sponsoring me and all you do for sim racing and all the guys you sponsor period around iRacing.
That's no problem. Again, you're the man.
Thank you.
Dylan Hauser, definitely the man here tonight, taking down the victory. But Dylan, I know Jeff wanted to say something to you, so I had to get him in there because, man, what he does for the community is such a great thing here for iRacingIFlag, giving 70% back. You know, it's just fantastic. Kudos to Jeff Brown. He knows how I feel. He definitely does. But Dylan, I'm going to give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. What's left to do here is thank everybody that helped you out here.
Yeah, you know, first off, I got to thank my team, Slick Sim Sport, Joel Berkeley. He didn't make the show tonight, but
Did I lose everybody?
we all put our heart and soul into this, and we tried to be the best team possible, and we try to go out there and just win as many races as we can. And then I got to thank Hangover Record Service, man. Without that guy, I wouldn't even be on here right now, probably. So big thanks to him. I know he's watching tonight. I appreciate what you've done for me. Then I got to thank Two Brothers Stream Team, iRacingIFlag, for sponsoring the event and sponsoring all my fellow competitors getting into the race and doing what they do to give back to the sim racing community. I got to thank Down Under Graphics, Joel Berkeley's personal business. I got to thank Mike Molnar Designs for doing all my paints and make sure they're ready to go. Ronnie Weaver Racing, and just all my friends and people that have supported me. This is my biggest win ever in sim racing. Well, it's up there, and this is my second Crown Jewel VLR win back-to-back. I won the Birthday Bash and now this one, so I guess next to Spring Fling, we'll just have to keep getting at it and just keep charging.
Yeah, definitely a great race for you, Dylan. Again, congratulations on the win here tonight. A crown jewel that you can put in the back here, forever etched in history here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, and such a great race here this evening. Probably, I'm going to say the race of the year here, and I'm going to go about that saying that because I think it's
By far
the race of the year.
And I got to thank VLR for putting the race on, and VLR and you guys for broadcasting. It takes a big group of people to put this race on, and couldn't do it without probably any of you. So thanks to all them guys, and yeah, all the competitors too for filling this thing up. Because if you guys don't fill it up, we don't get the race. So thank all those guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, taking down the big victory here tonight, the Gobbler belongs to Dylan Hauser in the iRacingIFlag number 2 machine here tonight, and a crown jewel event here, Phil. Dylan Hauser now atop the podium there. When the smoke settled and the dust cleared, it was all Dylan Hauser here tonight. Man, what a fantastic race, and we've seen great battles throughout the field, the preliminary races, everything that was going on here. What a great race.
No, it certainly was, man. There's a lot to get to. We got some awards to give away. Of course, we just gave Edens the D1RT Hard Charger Award. We got tonight's DWRL Fastest Lap of the Night Award, and that goes to the number 10 car, the Trash Panda Graphics Machine of Racing, Jason Salter. I know you came out of here winning Server 2, Jason. The quick time of the evening. I know you wanted the big trophy out there, but you were the fastest car officially here tonight, Evolution, man. At least that's going to feel good.
Yeah, the car was really fast at the beginning. I kind of got stuck running fourth, couldn't really go anywhere. We were kind of had a car as the bottom, car as the top, just kind of riding. I figured that if I rode long enough, maybe towards the end, make a move for it. But then I got in the wall in that restart and kind of tore it up and just didn't have the speed after that.
Well, it may have not had the speed, but a dang thing to look good. You wheeled it out there, 100 laps around. Now, I'm not sure where your extra distance race, conditioning or whatever comes from. I know you out there in the street stocks, is where you kind of your bread and butter out there. You really taken to these cars well over time. But to mix it up with some of the pro drivers here that come out in this one, you got to feel good to just take it to them and outrun them. You won Server 2, man. That thing was friggin' loaded.
Oh yeah, man. What I told Brett is that just get in the server and anything I could do after that's just icing on the cake. I was just happy to be there.
We're proud of you, buddy. Let me toss you the mic one more time with DWRL Fastest Lap of the Race Award. Jason, take it away. Thank all the gang out there to make this car badass fast and talk about that wrap on there.
I'd like to thank all the guys at X91 for helping me out, and all the guys at Bulletproof for helping also this week. All the people at DWRL have gotten a bunch of congrats and a bunch of people supporting us this week. I think Full Velocity Racing Network putting on an excellent broadcast as usual, and Trash Panda Graphics.
All right, there he is, folks. The fastest car tonight. Maybe not win the race, but quick time presented by Dirt Warrior Racing League goes to the number 10 Trash Panda Machine of Jason Salter. Going to pick him up on the broadcast here as we whip things around here in a pretty quick way in the post-race show, and I've been joined down here now trackside by our buddy, the old big monkey from Team VLR, Mr. Rocky Batfield, and he's brought his buddy, Mr. Kevin Dedman, down here from Dirty Grass Hole. Terrific job tonight, fellas. Rocky, for all the work putting on the race, and this guy here, we knew he could sing, man, but what a voice.
Thank you, man. I appreciate Jeff sending me the message and asking me to do the national anthem. You know, that's always an honor to get to sing the national anthem, and it's such a song that means so much to so many people. You just want to do it justice, and I sure hope I did, and hope everybody out there enjoyed it and enjoyed the race too, man, because that was a great run. I tried to bring it home, and I swear if it weren't for Alex Bergeron, I think I was going to.
I think you had a heck of a piece there, too. You and Alex are racing out hard. This racetrack was a lot of fun to watch. I thought for a little bit, this guy may go out there and make it 2 in a row, but hey, a solid night for you. I think a lot of fun had by all, and that rendition of the anthem, man, once again, congrats. That thing is spectacular. Rocky is our booking agent out here, but can we get clearing rights of this guy, publish this thing? Can we make this a Full Velocity staple? You're the guy, the big monkey. You got the. Can you make this happen for us, Rocky?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I guarantee if it's up to me, you guys are here every year. You guys do such a great job. And, I know Kevin and I had discussed it in this round table. If you won, we was going to split some of that money, and I'm kind of hoping that still happens regardless of where he finishes.
Man, I tell you what, listen, I have nobody to blame but myself for the race tonight, because I qualified like crap, and I had to come from the back all night. And I thought, there – rode behind Bergeron for like 20 laps with him holding us up, holding everybody up on the bottom, and got by him clean. Me and James Edens and stuff were beating and banging through the field, but that's all good and everything. And then got up there kind of looking like I could go for the lead, and then Bergeron just dumped me. But now I would expect a little bit better from a world champion, but it is what it is, man. And I'm proud to be a part of the event. You guys did a phenomenal job with the broadcast. Thank you to VLR. Everybody, Jeff Brown, IRacingIFlag, for getting this deal together. You guys did a phenomenal job on the broadcast. It's a pleasure to be a part of it, y'all.
Well, Todd, I'm not sure they get the memo there, but we'll have to talk to him. Maybe we'll ask Jeff. We get, publishing rights. We're on the air like 6-7 nights a week, fellas. We get the anthem every night. I'd love nothing. I mean, we're going to make that an isolation for a yearly thing, because I don't know. I just went back and replayed it again. I can't get over this. this guy here races as fast as he can, sings his ass off. What an awesome rendition, man! I want this nightly. I want a nightly fixture here on the network. You available to sing for us every night?
yeah. Get Jeff to send over the recording, man. He'll send it over to you. We went and did that yesterday in the studio. So I wanted to do it for him and everything. He's done a lot to support me on here in sim racing and just the sim community in general. So yeah, you guys feel free. Let Jeff send it over to y'all, and y'all are welcome to play it anytime you guys want to, man.
Love that. Well, thank you so much for that, Kevin, Dedman, Rocky Batfield. Rocky, terrific night. Feel good after this one. Best race in full velocity history. I think right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
I was going to say, I know you guys do a race of the year, and if that don't win it, you guys are fired. I don't know what else you could want.
I'm going to tell you, Rocky, Phil and I were talking off air while we were playing the 3.5 version here for iRacingIFlag. We were talking off air.
Race of the year.
I think that was even the best race that Phil and I have put together ever. So.
Yeah, I was helping admin that, and we were watching, and just, God, they were 2, 3, 4, 5 wide, just all over the track. I mean, the best drivers on the planet, and I don't care. This isn't just sim driving; these guys are good, and they put on a show. And God, I can't thank them enough. Had 120 guys here tonight, and I'd like to thank every one of them personally. Man, what a show! That was so much fun.
Jeff Brown from IRacingIFlag.com presenting sponsor tonight. Any closing thoughts on this awesome event?
Yeah, I just got to back what Rocky just said. I think the big guys tonight were you and Todd, keeping all this straight and keeping the cars straight on the track and telling us what's going on and all that stuff. And you guys did a hell of a good job. I can't thank you guys enough for doing the great job that you do. Rocky, hell of a thing you put together. I know we talked off and on here through the month or so, and again, congratulations for the great job that you did putting this together, man, because you just put a barn burner together tonight, buddy. Congratulations.
I appreciate that. And before we go here, I do want to say, Jeff does so much for this community, and not just VLR, and we all really appreciate what he does, and this event, and I know he does a lot of broadcasting help, and it's just so nice to see somebody give back to the community that's given to him. We really appreciate you, Jeff.
Amen.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
All right, well, it's been a feel-good evening full of emotion here. What a great night for the gang at Team VLR. The Gobbler 100 of 2019 version is done. Tonight's big winner, Mr. Dylan Hauser. Behalf of all the gang over here at VLR, so many of them. Rocky did an awesome job putting this together. Steven and Trevor, terrific job. The administration, the entire crew. Got to thank Katie Dugas for her help from Pit Pass. Brett Wheeler, gang from UDTV for covering server number 2 for us tonight for all this great group of people. Jack True and all his help. All the gang over here at Make It the Full Velocity Racing Network. Great sponsors that made up this great event tonight. Of course, iRacingIFlag.com, Walltap Graphics, of course, Hard Motorsports, Full Velocity Racing Network, D1RT, DWR, Ford Entertainment Group, Jesse Erdekin Vlogs on YouTube, Supermoon Graphics, Southern Dirt Racing Series, and so iRacing Dirt Painters as well. Don't forget those guys. From all of us to all of you folks, happy Thanksgiving from us on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Have a great rest of your weekend. Catch back with us up here. We're back live Sunday night, DWRL doubleheader. We'll hope you'll be there too on your source for esports racing. Good night, everybody.
Good night.